Hola, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén muy bien. Hola, hola, hola. I know you're at home. And I have with me Carissa Martinez desde ¿qué país?
Trinidad y Tobago. Hola.
Yes. Y ella es profesora y vamos a hablar del examen de CPA. Because even though you're at home, the exam's still coming. You still have the exam. So we're going to be looking at the oral exam, which is the first part of the exam. Because as you know, for Spanish, it is divided into 3 sections. You have the oral, you have the written, which we call paper 2, and you have the listening, which we call paper 1. So usually it is April for oral, May for paper 2, and usually in June you have paper 1. We don't know how it's going to go now, but I'm almost sure it's going to be the same order. We don't know the exact time. But tentatively, it's April 14th to 29 in Jamaica. I don't know if that's the same time in Trinidad.
The dates for Trinidad were supposed to be April 20th to 5th to May 5th, but school is closed until April 20th. So
okay, so we'll see, but we still have the exam. So we're going to be looking at one. We'll be telling you how the exam is divided. We're going to do a mock simulation of the exam. And so you have 15 minutes. Now, usually you'll get the reading passage, and it's on a paper, which you have in your hand, and you will have the situations. So you'll get 5 situations, part A and B, so it's a total of 10, and you will get these for 15 minutes to prepare. 15 minutes to go outside, prepare. You can't write, but you see these 2 before. Now, the conversation, which looks something like this, you're getting 16 questions. You will not see that before. So you have 3 papers in the exam. And the order is you do the situations first, then you read, then you have the conversation. So 15 minutes outside to prepare, and then 15 minutes once you sit or stand, it's up to you, in front of the examiner. Anything else you want to tell them, Carissa?
just that 15 minutes should be divided properly. You don't want to spend all the time on one section of preparation and then you miss the others. So don't spend all your time preparing for the situations and you forget to practice your reading. Don't forget to spend all your time on the reading and forget to practice your situations. When you're practicing for the reading, read aloud. It helps instead of just silently going through it, because the words that are troublesome to pronounce, you will need to read aloud before you enter the exam room.
Right, so read aloud when you're practicing. It's okay, you'll be outside and you can see which words are giving you problems. Also, we're going to be looking at the mark scheme because we want you to know how the exam is marked and what is expected of you. Now, the situation, as we said, you have 5 situations. And so each situation is marked out of 5. So that part is a total of 25 marks. How do you get this 25? And you have all the marks already. It's just for you to go and claim it. So how do you get those? 1A and 1B. So once you get this correct, you get 5. So it's going to be 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you have 25 marks. And it's situations. So because it's a situation, you are going to pretend that you're in that situation. If it says, what does your mother say to you? You pretend to be your mother and you say what you think your mother would say to you. That's the beautiful thing about situation. And the beautiful thing too, Carissa, is that no one answer is correct. That's the beautiful thing about situation. 10 of you can go in there and say 10 different answers. Once it's correct grammatically and appropriate, then it can be used for the situation.
All right.
You're frozen. Carissa? Hola. You're frozen. Turn on. Hold on, while we wait on Carissa, that will not happen in the real exam. You were frozen just now.
So
You were
are
like,
you. Actually, you're still frozen.
I'm still frozen.
Okay, no, now you're not. So I
Moving,
heard
moving, moving.
you're
Okay, good.
moving now.
Okay. A while ago, you were like,
Yeah,
and
because I'm frozen.
the
Okay, I'm
examiner will
moving.
not look like that. You will not be frozen. It's face to face. Also, so that's for the situation. So make sure that it's appropriate, it's correct, you're using the right tense, and if you are whatever the situation asks you for, make sure you say the correct thing. Now for the
Also, don't
reading.
hesitate
Okay.
to answer. Like, don't, take too long to come up with an answer. So, yes, think about your answer, think about what you're going to say, but don't hesitate for a really long time searching for vocab and stuff like that. Because
Right,
in your spontaneity is a part of the mark.
right. And we are going to talk about the reading. So tell them about the reading. What do you want to tell them?
All right, reading is out of 10 marks. It is possible to make mistakes and still get the full 10 marks. Just make sure, for example, that if your error is in pronunciation, you correct yourself on time. Keep a good pace, keep it fluent. Don't, don't rush, but also don't take forever to read at the
Yeah.
same time. That's important. And yeah, keep your intonation good. Do it as though you were reading a story or reading something to someone that you would want them to listen to, not just reading for the sake of reading.
Right. And I always talk about this when I meet my students because how I read during CXC, thank God for Jesus, because if it wasn't for that, I don't know how I would have passed. Because I read so fast, I didn't stop at any full stop, no punctuation. My aim was to finish. And so I was reading so fast just to finish. No, pace yourself, but read with understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if you get to those parts with commas, make sure you pause. Even if you don't know what you're saying, which you should do by now, but just pause and show that you're listing something. And for you to get 9 to 10 outstanding pronunciation and fluency, correct accentuation and stress, shows comprehension of passage through correct phrasing and intonation. So you can get it. And again, as Carissa said, if you made a mistake, that does not mean you can't get 10 once you correct yourself. Now, when you start making only mistakes, then that's the problem. Um, and for the conversation, which is 45. So the reading is 10, the situation 25, and the conversation 45. Now, there's 20 marks for comprehension and spontaneity. So how quickly you can answer correctly. Because you can say the right thing and it's wrong. So think about it. And expression and fluency. So if you respond appropriately and fluently, correct expression, wide and varied vocabulary, then you can get up to 25. So 20 and 25, 45. Now, there are some words that are tired, overused, like interesting. Everything. Ay, ¿qué piensas de la matemática? Ay, es interesante. Ay, ¿quién es su pariente favorito? Mi madre, porque ella es interesante. Ay, ¿por qué le gusta viajar? Ay, porque es interesante. Everything can be interesante, or you can't overuse something. So make sure in this time when you have so much time at home, find some vocabulary, listen and practice the language. You can do this. You got this. Anything else?
No, I think you covered it there. Just make sure you answer in a timely manner. And yes, definitely use the time wisely. Go and look for some more vocab besides the tired words like interesante and bonita and simpática, which we hear all day, every day long. That's not good.
Yeah,
Add in
because
some
they're overused. Like everything is interesante. I'm not saying you can't use that word once, but don't overuse it. Find a synonym.
I would also say try to answer as much as possible with full sentences instead of just giving one word because we are looking at things like your range of vocabulary. And if you give me one word for each answer, that doesn't give me much of a range
Yeah.
to give you marks.
¿Te gusta viajar? Sí. Ay, ¿te gusta ser hijo única? Sí.
See.
What does that or no? We need more than that because what you're doing, it's like you're putting yourself on a showcase. You're saying, I know how to speak Spanish. And so do your best. And you can do it. Don't worry about it. You have it. Just use the appropriate vocabulary at the right time and show your understanding and enjoy it. It's not the end of the world. We want you to do well, but we don't want you to go in there and say, okay, if I don't pass, this is it. Which you will pass. There's nobody that is going to fail. But what I'm saying is don't approach it like, oh my God, no. Know that you have it. You've been preparing for the last 5 years. You can do it. Just relax and do what you've been doing all this time. Do well. Okay, so with that being said, I gave Carissa her paper for 15 minutes. You wanted to say something?
I was actually going to ask you if you want to pause and we'll do this as a part 1 so that I can move to somewhere where my internet connection is a little bit better so that it doesn't keep freezing.
Okay.
I'm getting a message that my thing is unstable. So I'm just going to switch locations to a different room and we can start the actual exam.
Okay, so I'll pause the recording. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so 15 minutes have passed and I've given Carissa the paper and she went outside and she did her preparation. And now we're going to simulate a reading an oral exam. So let's begin. As usual, as we said before, you are going to begin with the situations and then you'll do the reading and then we'll have the conversation. You have 15 minutes to read and cálmate, no te preocupes.
Bueno, estoy nerviosa.
Ay, tranquila, tranquila.
Okay.
Oh, just so they know, sorry to stop you, but just so they know that you're only wearing your headset because we're simulating, because I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, I saw the lady with the headset. No, this is just for the video.
This
it's
is
gonna
just
be
for the
exam
video.
conditions and everything. So we're officially beginning now. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. ¿Y usted?
Estoy muy bien, gracias. Vamos a empezar. Tiene las situaciones y vas a leer después y vamos a tener una conversación en 15 minutos, ¿ok?
Ok.
Sí, vamos. Las situaciones, por favor.
Ok, número 1.
Sí.
Ok, número 1A. No puedo porque tengo que estudiar.
Okay, I prefer for you to read the situation so I know which one you are answering. So read the English, then the Spanish.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Número 1A. Your younger brother wants you to take him to the cinema, but you aren't able to. A. What reason do you give him? No puedo porque tengo que estudiar. Y B. What do you promise him? Te llevaré mañana. Número 2. So I need to stop.
And you're gonna read. No, go ahead.
Okay. Your friend is upset because he or she did badly in an exam. What do you say to console him or her? No te preocupes, el próximo examen será mejor. Y B, what does he ask you to do? ¿Me ayudas a estudiar, por favor? Number 3, Johnny is always misbehaving in class. What does the teacher say to him? Johnny, por favor, compórtese bien. B, what warning does the teacher give him? O la próxima vez te mandaré a la oficina del director. Number 4, your mother is awaiting your aunt's arrival at the airport but does not see her. What does she ask you? ¿Ves a tu tía? B, what do you suggest she do? ¿Por qué no la llamamos? Number 5, you do not want to go to school today, but your mother insists that you go. What reason does she give? Tienes que ir porque tienes exámenes. What comment do you make? Sí, mamá, pero puedo estudiar en casa.
Okay, gracias. Those are your situations, and now you're gonna read. Go ahead.
Let me just get this. The changing family structure in Latin America. En la actualidad, el concepto de familia está cambiando. Hoy no solamente sale a trabajar el padre, sino también la madre. De esta forma, se ha perdido un poco el poder que tradicionalmente le pertenecía al hombre como jefe de hogar. Él ya no es el único que se encarga de proveer las necesidades hogareñas. Estos cambios ocasionan que algún otro miembro o personas de servicio doméstico cuiden a los niños. Así, frecuentemente se convierten casi en parte de la familia. El cambio que sufre la familia puede ser perjudicial en cierto sentido. Además de lo que significan afectivamente los padres, estos también son responsables de forjar identidades y crear disciplinas. La ausencia de los padres puede afectar el rendimiento educacional, la inteligencia emocional y crear condiciones para el aislamiento, el resentimiento y la agresividad.
Gracias.
De nada.
Ahora vamos a conversar.
Sí.
So, just for clarity, as I said before, this will be a conversation en español. So, vamos. ¿Eres hijo única o tienes hermanos?
No, tengo una hermana menor.
Okay. ¿Cuántas personas hay en total en tu familia?
En mi familia somos 4. Somos mi mamá, mi papá, mi hermana y yo.
Okay. ¿Y ustedes tienen animales en casa?
Sí, tenemos 2 perros y un pez.
Y describe un miembro de tu familia.
Mi papá se llama René. Él es muy trabajador, muy fuerte, muy a veces hablador y también es alto, es un poco gordito, pero es mi persona favorita.
Gracias. ¿Y traes el almuerzo a la escuela o lo compras en la cafetería?
Depende. A veces compro en la cafetería, pero si mi mamá cocina, llevo mi comida.
¿Y cuáles son tus frutas favoritas?
Mi fruta favorita es la piña.
La
Piña.
piña, gracias.
Ujú.
¿Y a qué hora cena tu familia normalmente?
Normalmente cenamos a las 7, 7:30.
¿Y cómo te preparas para la semana escolar?
Bueno, plancho mi ropa, limpio mis zapatos, también hago mis tareas, mis proyectos, estudio un poco, esas cosas.
Ok, gracias. ¿Y cómo vas a la escuela todos los días?
Voy en el carro de mi papá.
Y quisiera ir a algún lugar durante tus vacaciones.
Sí, me gustaría ir a Jamaica a visitar a mis amigos.
¿Y qué preparativos tiene que hacer para visitar Jamaica?
Hay que comprar los billetes, reservar un hotel, empacar las maletas. Sí.
Ok, gracias. Y hola.
Did you freeze again?
Okay, with technology, there's a little, we're freezing. In real life, this will happen. Hola, hola. That won't happen in the exam. Whatever will maintain calm. Okay, you're back. And so, moving on. Yes, you're moving, I can see. So, next question, la próxima pregunta. Se dice que viajar en avión hoy en día es muy difícil. ¿Estás de acuerdo? Y explica, por favor. Did you hear me?
Was I frozen? No, you were frozen for a little while.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to repeat. Voy a repetir. Se dice que viajar en avión hoy en día es muy difícil. ¿Estás de acuerdo? Y explica, por favor.
Yo no creo que es tan difícil porque se puede, por ejemplo, comprar los billetes en línea y los billetes a veces no son tan caros, entonces yo pienso que no.
Ok, gracias. ¿Conoces a un deportista famoso?
Sí, algunos futbolistas, por ejemplo, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Piqué, por ejemplo, Isco.
Ok, ¿y qué deporte practica? Bueno, Cristiano Ronaldo, por ejemplo.
Yo no practico.
Bueno, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Es futbolista, practica el fútbol.
Ok, gracias. ¿Qué prefieres? ¿Leer, mirar la televisión o charlar por internet? ¿Y por qué?
Prefiero a veces leer y a veces charlar por internet, porque leer es mi manera de pasar tiempo sola, pero también me gusta mucho charlar con mis amigos.
Ok. Y última pregunta. ¿Por qué es importante que los jóvenes participen en actividades recreacionales?
Bueno, yo creo que porque la escuela puede ser algo muy estresante, puede causar mucho estrés, especialmente los exámenes. Entonces, es a veces importante descansar y hacer cosas más divertidas para no sentirse tan estresada con la vida, porque sí hay que estudiar, es muy importante, pero también hay que relajarse para mantener una buena salud mental.
Gracias, Carissa. Tenga usted un buen día. Ese es el examen. Y gracias.
Muchas gracias, igual para usted.
Okay, so that's the end of the exam. That exam would have ended. I asked her 16 questions and she did the reading. You heard her answers to the situation. And from that, we know that she can speak Spanish because she gave us enough to say, okay, I can speak the language. So that's a sample. Those are the tips. If you have any questions, let us know and we'll do something like this before the exam again and get you ready. But you should practice yours too. We can post these questions and you practice reading and all of that. Anything else you want to say to them? I'll go once.
No, I think you covered everything. The exams, I think the past papers can be found online on Google if you search for them.
Right.
Try looking for that.
Yes.
Or through the CXC website.
You can find them on the CXC website. You can find them online. You can contact us if you have any questions. And buena suerte. Good luck. I don't know why we seem to be frozen again. I can hear you, but I'm not seeing you. Hola, hola. We're frozen. Okay, you're back. I was just about to start singing something about Frozen, but you're back. So, and you're frozen again. So,
okay, I'm back.
You're back. So, gracias, muchas gracias. Muchísimas gracias. Fue un placer. And I'm sure that we will learn something from this. So, thank you very much. I don't know if you heard me just now. Muchas gracias.
No,
fue un placer. I know you were frozen. You just came back like. I was saying muchas gracias.
Fue un placer para mí también.
And I'm sure that we are going to learn something from this. So, muchísimas gracias.